later. Well, all the credit goes to our football players. It's not about me being named the interim head coach. It's about those kids, resilient, how they fought. They didn't quit. Florida State, if you look at the south end zone of the stadium, unconquered. Remember that. We haven't gone anywhere, and we're not going anywhere at Florida State University. I'm so proud of our kids, Alec Everly, Derwin James, Derek Noddy. I can keep going. They stayed in there with us. You know, sometimes we base things on wins and losses, but this year, our kids got a lot of life lessons. Not to quit, keep fighting. Them kids will remember this. Everybody say we went through turmoil. No. God put us through certain things for reasons. You learn from, and they make you stronger as a man, make you stronger as a woman. So, no, I'm not going to say Florida State 6-6. They had a subpar season. I'm going to say this. Our kids learned a lot this year about life. I'm so happy for them. Happy for our organization, Stan Wilcock, President Thrasher, the coaches on down, the old man, Rick Trickett, advising me. It's not just me. It's about everybody. Lawrence Dawsey, Damian Craig, Randy Sanders, Charles Kelly, Brad Lauren, Bill Miller, Tim Brewster, Jay Graham. We had a job to finish. I'm so happy for our kids. That's the main thing. It's not about Odell. I'm saying it again, the interim. I'm honored to be named that. I'm just happy for our kids. Now, are there any questions?
The way the kids responded to you from the first time you met with them yesterday, to walk through before the game, after the game, just speak in terms of the emotion that those young men showed towards you and then you in return to them and what that means to you.
Well, I'm going to say this. Me and Coach Fisher are close. We share some of the same values with young men. So it wasn't tough. I was trained well by a man named Mickey Andrews. That's my mentor through life. So as soon as Mr. Wilcock called me for this, I say, let's go. I was trained well. I had a great leader in Mickey Andrews. Never quit, never flinch. And the kids, they responded well because they know when they see Odell Haggins, my heart goes out to them. I'm going to put everything in it for them, not Odell. That's what it's about. That's why I think they responded well to me. They know I love them. I know some guys, sometimes my guys, Derek Noddy, he thought I was crazy when he first got here. Right now, that young man getting his degree, Lord willing, going to the next level. They have an opportunity. Next.
Odell, I know it's not about you, but what did it mean to you that Mr. Wilcox and the administration came to you and offered you this opportunity?
I'm very honored. I'm very honored when they came to me. You know, being here for 24 years, I never thought I'd be in this situation. I never thought that. But like I told you, my training, growing up around a great man like Mickey Andrews, father figure, my mother raising me, I was able to adjust to it quickly. Next.
Coach, what did it mean to have the level of fan support that you had behind you today? They were chanting your name as you're coming off the field. After all your time here at Florida State, to know the fans were behind you, what did that mean?
That meant the world to me. Because people always say things about themselves. I want to show action about myself. When you talk about yourself, I'm this, I'm that, to me, I want to see action. I live it. How much I care about these kids, I live it. I go to war for them. I live it instead of talk about it.
Odell, have you had a chance to talk to Coach Fisher? Did he have any words of encouragement or anything?
He came in there. He let me know something. He said, Odell, you're the man for it. I said, Coach, I got it. Thank you. I appreciate you and I love you. He knows it.
Coach, what do you think this game means for the other assistants on the staff here?
It means a lot, man. Some of the assistants, they could have just said, man, bump it. Whatever. Head coach gone. Season, people saying our season is shambles, but I'm going to say it again. We have life lessons. Sometimes when you have seasons like this, kids grow. Kids grow. Learning lessons. But we're Florida State. We're not going anywhere.
What are some things you try to do to, some coaches might be moving on to other jobs. They might have to move so quickly while you keep it together before a potential bowl game. How do you try to manage having enough coaches to coach players?
Well, the family atmosphere we have at Florida State, when you enter this university, you feel obligated to these kids. You know, a lot of people sit and have lip service because of recruiting, saying we got a family. This is a true family right here. In the last 30 years, Florida State has won more games than anybody in the nation. We'll be back. That tells you about a family. That's a family. We have a solid foundation at Florida State University. It's not built on sand. I can say that once a player, coaching here, 24, 23 years, I've experienced it. I think experience is a lot better than somebody saying something.
Odell, how do you think Coach Fisher will be remembered, and how should he be remembered?
I think Coach Fisher should be remembered as a leader. He gave me an opportunity to stay here at Florida State University. And I respect him for that. All the things that happened, that people saying turmoil, we're not in turmoil. He's a great coach, great mentor. He's going to do well there. I wish him the best of luck. At Florida State, he had a great legacy to me.
What did it mean to you to be able to go after those kids and kind of keep this bowl streak alive? And obviously, it's a big achievement for those guys.
Repeat it, speak up.
To keep that bowl streak alive, what did it mean to you to kind of help make sure those guys kept that streak going? Be a part of it. You've been a part of it as a player and coach.
I gotta say, it means the world to me, but it's not about me. And I know where you're going. It's about our kids. It's about this university. My faith, God, family, and these players. That's my faith. That's what it's about. Yeah, I'm honored. I'm honored, Stan. Thank you. President Thrasher, thank you. It's about them kids in this university. That's the way I was raised as a young man. Yes. Next.
Odell, what was it like to see the Seminole Round?
Ladies first.
Oh, sorry.
Can you describe the emotion in the room when Coach Fisher let everybody know that he was leaving?
Quite naturally, they're humans. They're humans. You know, some of them was down. I can't sit here and tell you they wasn't. But like I tell you, I said it once, said at the beginning of this interview, we are a family. We stuck together as a staff, as an organization, and the kids say, hey, Florida State is a family. We have a solid foundation. Yeah, it was tough. They're humans. 18 to 22-year-old kids.
What was it like to see the Seminole Route on the big video?
You know what? Let's set this straight. Do y'all realize I have a twin brother? No, I'm just joking. You know, that was all in fun, and you know, to end the game that way, the game and the kids getting to see that was great. I can beat a joke. I wish I would have never did it because it's gonna last me for the rest of my lifetime. But no, hey, that was great for the kids to see it.
Have you even had a chance to respond to all the text messages I'm sure you've gotten, like calls?
No. Hey, I jumped into it once Stan named me then the head coach. We're trying to have a plan. They can wait.
Odell, do you want to be considered for this job? Do you plan to pursue it in any way?
Can I not answer that question?
That's up to you.
No comment.
Okay.
How about this? Have you put your Christmas tree up?
The Christmas tree up.
We're ordering it. It's coming delivered tomorrow.
That's her fault. Well, let's go back to that question. Ask me that question again.
Do you want to be considered for this job?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I want Mr. Wilcock, Mr. Thrasher to hire the best person for it. Take me out of it. I'm not trying to get this job. The reason why I say that, as a coach at Florida State, a former player at Florida State, I can impact lives. I hope the next coach keep me. But to answer your question, I'm not complacent. God put you in certain situations for certain reasons. Somebody got to do the groundwork. That's good enough. Ladies first.
Sorry, I keep doing this. Does that mean you won't be joining Jimbo at Texas A&M?
I don't want to answer that question, okay? I would no comment to that question.
Okay.
Are you guys able to reach out to recruits at this time, and what kind of communications are you guys having?
We're having pretty good communication. We'll be out on the road next week. Some kids have decommitted, but hey, the ones that want to come to Florida State, they're gonna win. We want people that want to be at Florida State, have that burning desire to be at Florida State, to do what's right, get an education, and play football. Like I say, the South End Zone, we're unconquered.
Odell, you mentioned Coach Andrews, your mentor. During this past 24 hours, you were able to reach out to him, and so what advice did he give you?
Keep being Odell Haggins. Be authentic. That was his main advice. And then from there on, we went on talking about fishing, his name and hunting.
I'm sure you have a long list of great memories from your time here. Where's today rank in that list?
Yes, for the kids, yes, it was great. It was great. It's up there with the rest of them. It's going to be a great memory one day. I can look back and say, yeah, the kids, they fought. They were resilient. They didn't quit. The staff, we all fought together.
Did you enjoy getting to be the guy to get on the refs a little bit?
Excuse me?
Did you enjoy being the guy that got to get on the refs a little bit?
Brother, I do that when I
After emotional week.
Ladies first.
Thanks, Coach. Just as long as you're serving as interim, just what's your main goal in serving as interim coach?
My main goal as an interim coach, make sure our kids doing what they're supposed to do outside of football. So going to class, finishing strong, going out recruiting, and being prepared for what's next.
After an emotional week, did it help the players just to get the pads on, get back in the rhythm, get out there on the field and play football, kind of do what they do?
Yes, it did help. I keep saying, people keep saying, y'all keep saying, emotional week. We learned lessons. Yes, it helped out a lot.
Coach, what's the number one lesson that you want the team to take away from this week then?
This week?
From this week.
Florida State, we stand strong no matter what.
Okay.
Any more questions, young lady?
What do you have to say about Akers and Patrick? 272 yards total, 4 touchdowns. First game for you. What do you have to say? What kind of impact does that create for the next game and the season that's coming up for the next coach, or if it is you who is?
Well, let's not talk about the next game. Let's talk about the now. I'm very happy for them. Those kids, Randy, Dawsey, Brewster, Coach Trickett, and Jay Graham. Say, guys, let's run it. That's what they've given us. We took it. If they'd have gave us the pass, we'd have taken the pass.
Because of the things you talked about, overcoming adversity, challenges, are you as proud of this team, this group of guys, as
Yes.
the teams that?
Yes. Yes, I'm very proud of them. Resilient, man. They didn't flinch. They didn't quit. Extremely proud of them. I'm proud of how we all stuck together as a university. This is a lesson for everyone.
Sorry, Coach.
Gene, normally in this room you have your phone on. That's 100 up downs.
Good luck hitting those.
Are there any other questions? Boy, you know it's shocking. My wife didn't ask a question. Jesus.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank y'all. Congratulations, Stan.
Coach, sorry about that. No.
You can start there.